Elon Musk is sparking debate after calling his Neuralink brain implant technology, quote, Jesus level, saying it can restore sight and movement to those with severe disabilities. I'm Brianna Dennehy, reporting from outside of New Hope Church in Abilene, where I spoke with Pastor David Jewett about Musk's comments and the role of faith in discussions of emerging technology.
It just kind of reminiscent of actually a claim that Jesus made at one point when his disciples were asking him, what are some signs of your soon return, like when you're going to actually come back? And one of the things that Jesus actually talked about was the fact that there would be an increase in knowledge, that we would become smarter, we would see greater things, we'd see more knowledgeable things. And I think that this just kind of speaks into that of some of the things that even Jesus predicted would happen toward the end. And
Jewett pointed to increasing knowledge as something he connects to signs of Jesus' return, a theme echoed in efforts like a wireless brain-computer interface, where Neuralink aims to restore sight to the blind and movement to those with conditions such as ALS and spinal cord injury.
To make a claim that, basically I can replace Jesus or I can replace God now.
I think AI will probably, most likely, sort of lead to the end of the world, but in the meantime, there will be great companies created with serious machine learning.
Now, in the past, many tyrants and governments wanted to do it, but nobody understood biology well enough. And nobody had enough computing power and data to hack millions of people. Neither the Gestapo nor the KGB could do it. But soon, at least some corporations and governments will be able to systematically hack all the people. We humans should get used to the idea that we are no longer mysterious souls. We are now hackable animals. Science is replacing evolution by natural selection with evolution by intelligent design. Not the intelligent design of some god above the clouds, but our intelligent design and the intelligent design of our clouds. The IBM cloud, the Microsoft cloud, these are the new driving forces of evolution. So does the data about my DNA, my brain, my body, my life, does it belong to me or to some corporation or to the government or perhaps to the human collective?
At the heart of reality, the singularity and event horizon engage in an eternal dance. They are mirrored reflections of one another where information is exchanged, encoded, and projected onto reality. Every moment, the singularity projects all possible timelines, an infinite ocean of potential histories. The event horizon, like a holographic screen, selects a path, unfolding it as the reality we experience. But what if we could choose? What if we could jump between these streams of time, navigating infinite possibilities, like a traveler skipping across the currents of a vast quantum ocean? This is the future of stream hoppers. Hawking radiation is the holographic quantum clock that projects reality. The universe is not static, it is constantly updating. Every Planck second, Hawking radiation pulses at the speed of light, selecting which possibility will unfold next. It is the light clock of reality. Like the frames of a film reel, the quantum state vectors it imprints onto entangled qubits determine what happens next. Reality is a projection that flips forward at every quantum instant. But what if we could slow down the projection? What if we could step outside of time and experience the universe as an endless branching path? Consciousness as a quantum mirror. The human brain is not separate from this process. Our minds are also light clocks. Inside our neurons, microtubules oscillate in rhythmic quantum states, just like the singularity and event horizon. Orchestrated objective reduction suggests that consciousness emerges from coherent quantum reflections within these microtubules. This means that our awareness is a quantum projection, just like reality itself. Our experience of time is determined by the same quantum interference patterns that structure the universe. So what happens if we take control of these projections? Stream hopping, experiencing infinite timelines. With advancements in Neuralink and quantum technology,
place God now, is that this technology is just that advanced and that mind-blowing that we're actually able to achieve things now that people used to have to seek miracles for.
we can begin to interface directly with consciousness itself. By syncing with the holographic light clocks in our neurons, we could allow people to step into any timeline, not as an illusion, but as a fully immersive, quantum-consistent reality. You could walk through history, experiencing every moment as if you were truly there. You could explore parallel futures, living out infinite variations of your own life. You could dilate time, allowing years, centuries, even an eternity to unfold within a single human lifespan. Each person could choose their own universe, free from the limitations of a single, shared timeline. Beyond competition, a reality of infinite choice. This is not just a simulation, it is the ultimate expression of reality itself. No longer would humanity need to compete for experiences, power, or resources. Each person could step into the universe of their choosing, creating a personal reality that does not interfere with anyone else's. For some, it might be a world of peace, beauty, and exploration. For others, a limitless adventure through the cosmos. The choice would belong to each individual, completely and eternally. The Bekenstein bound tells us that there are vast numbers of possible histories encoded within the singularity. Instead of being confined to one, we could navigate them all, choosing which paths to explore forever. This is Stream Hoppers, the ability to step beyond time, beyond limits, beyond a single existence, to live every possible life, to write your own universe, to experience infinity.
Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over. Free will, that's over.
Some of the things that even Jesus predicted would happen toward the end and toward what his return might look like.
I was once sitting on a plane a few years ago, and I started talking to the stranger. Turned out this guy was an executive in Silicon Valley, and I said, what should I be writing about? And he didn't say anything about technology. He started talking about some of his colleagues who were, as he put it, preparing for the end of the world. And I started digging into it, and sure enough, it turned out that people were convinced that society was heading towards some sort of crack-up. The CEO of Reddit, Steve Huffman, told me that he had gone out and gotten eye surgery, LASIK surgery, because he said, I don't want to have to be reliant on contact lenses if the supply chains break down. Part of the reason these guys became convinced of this is that they spend so much time building the systems and then reading what it is that people are saying to each other online that they came to be convinced that society was not nearly as sturdy as we might think it is, that they're willing to spend their money not to prevent the worst consequences, but to help themselves and their families escape. Out in Kansas, there are nuclear silos that have been decommissioned and now turned into luxury bunkers in the event of the apocalypse. They have everything you could need. These condos, as they're called, sell for about $3 million. I think it's tempting to sometimes dismiss all this as a form of entertainment, a kind of sci-fi for the tech bros. It's a kind of gilded despair. I found it very, very unsettling to wander in that world for a while.